think perhaps the greatest mystery is this thing we call love. What is it? How can I use a word that says, I love my wife, I love potatoes, and I love my new car? That doesn't really add up. But what does it mean, really, to love? Certainly, we have a sense that there could be a little more love in the world, and it would go a long ways to improving the state of the world, perhaps even deal with things like climate change and economic inequality, but just on an individual level. You know, Shakespeare called love a grave mental disease, and I think if we listen to at least some of the country western songs or rap songs, many of the songs, we go, it is a grave mental disease, isn't it? Because it's all this, it plays out like attachment, like having. It's like a possession. I have to have this person. And it leaves out really tapping into that deeper place of loving ourselves, of loving, first of all, our essential goodness, that goodness that we're born with. How do we tap into that? So we start with actually loving that child that was born with this essential goodness and wanted to give. You know, children always want to give you like a mud pie or a picture or something. There's this sense of giving love, not getting and grasping and reaching for love or chasing love, but opening to the essential goodness of who we are. That takes a lot of courage to actually be with who we are and who we're being. A lot of self-compassion, a lot of empathy towards ourselves. What would it take to be more intimate with yourself, first of all? And then to be more intimate in the sense of what Thich Nhat Hanh called interbeing. I'm seeing you in me, seeing you seeing me. That place where we really connect as two essentially good people with different points of view. It's an awakening to our deep interconnection. And at the heart of that separation that causes the suffering and the pain and the struggle and the chasing is this myth of separation. This is one of the key features of the Way of the Mystic course that I'm just starting a week from tomorrow, and I wanted to share with you about. So this whole area of how can we belong to love? How can we open to it? Can we love someone else for what they want rather than what we want for them or from them? It's a question to live into, but it really starts with beginning to dissolve the big lie. The big lie is that we're somehow separate. If I was with you and I was looking at you and curious about the part of you that's me and looking to discover that and to open to that, what kind of relational intimacy would we create? What kind of interbeing? What kind of intimacy? We have it about sex, we have it about possessions, but just to recognize my own essential goodness and your essential goodness. To drop the veils of familiarity that keep us believing that we know something and become curious to the mystery of the other person and the mystery of ourselves. That's what we're going to be doing in this upcoming course, The Way of the Mystic, an embodied approach to personal and planetary healing. Buddha likes that. He's moaning. I hope you'll join us. Thanks so much for listening. Bye for now.